Alright. Let's get into this. Okay, give me just half a second here. I need to be able to get chat up on my phone so that I can read all of you beautiful people's messages. There we are. Alright. Let's see here. Okay, we're smelting tin is what we were doing. But we're kind of smelting copper and tin. We have I think 46 left for copper to smelt, and then we can get started on tin. So these 4, and then 1 more, and we'll be all right. Why does it keep filling up only 10? It didn't fill up 10 on these, did it? Okay. It's driving me nuts. Okay. So what do we do while we're smelting all this? I guess we do need a bunch of fine wood. I'm just gonna spam all this away. I was genuinely walking up to just go find wood. Like, I'd completely forgot that I had planted these. I was like, oh, I might want these next time. Doesn't take advantage of it. This is actually terrifying, because I really don't want my necks to, like... Oh god. I'm gonna chop this log and it's gonna kill all of the necks. Okay, we're gonna have to just get this. There we go. Like, I actually need those still. Again, let's make sure we got the food in us. We don't want to get caught lacking. Alright, that's all we're going to be able to carry for just a second. These are just about finished smelting. Right back to farming. honestly, I might change these all over. When I need more, I can change them back. For right now, we need expediency. Much left? 83. It's kind of close. So weird that that's... Sure, I guess for now it's fine. Well, all of these finish cooking. Then I'll reload it again before we go to bed. And... I want to get fermenters going. And get... probably poison resist going as fast as possible. Just so that as soon as we beat Elder, we don't have to wait. We can just go straight into a swamp and start gathering stuff. Other than that, I think we probably need to go get a little bit more core wood. 32 on that. That's all it really needs. Please don't take core wood at all. Bronze helmet. troll armor. Like, I would have to upgrade this twice to get the same armor rating that I'm gonna get from just upgrading my troll hide again. And it's cheaper. Coal. That was the extent of the coal that we had. Have any, it's got one coal in it. Might actually make the difference. Why is this saying that we have no more processable items? Like, we've got wood in here. fact that that's not in range blows my mind. Okay. Okay. So, for starters... keep that down. Healing potions, perfect. And then let's... we're gonna be moving all this stuff. But having it built kind of gives me the reassurance that I'm gonna have everything that I need. Wait, that worked? So it's over here? Okay. Whatever it says. Can I help you? Okay. This whole place gets picked up. Like... maybe I leave the smelters and stuff. No, I'll let him take them with me. I'll take them with me. Okay, that was the sound of the else do we need? Fairly certain that's it for these. Let's upgrade all of our troll stuff. Selling the bronze pig. How much for? $80 bronze nails. Bronze sword, copper knife. I honestly don't like any of the bronze weapons. You skip this whole era so fast. Like, I might as well just use the bronze axe if I'm gonna use anything. So many resources. What's in the chests? I'm gonna take all this out. Now the carve has 4 inventory slots on it. So I can take a stack of 30 tin with me, a stack of 30 copper. And let's see if I can't round out some bronze stacks here. And then we'll decide what we're doing. we just farm up? I mean, we don't need to farm up more copper. Because we have to take all of our upgrades with us too. How much do we have in these upgrades? 10, 10. Okay, so we got 14, 10. Bronze. $22 copper. Alright, buckler would be worth making. Maybe I'm just torn because, like, bronze helmet's good because there's no debuff on it. Like most heavy armors will give the negative penalty for movement speed, but it's the same reason why, like, later on in the Mistlands and Ashlands, I'll go hybrid mage and I'll actually wear like pieces of heavy armor. As far as like headpiece and stuff, just to balance it out. Also, when you get the Ash Cape, that bonus 14 armor goes a long ways. But right now, I mean, even upgraded, this is 10 armor, and my tier 3 already gives me 10. But I'm just concerned about not being able to carry all this metal with me when I leave and go over towards Elder, because we gotta sail all the way over there. And I'll bring up the map real quick so we can see exactly where we're trying to go. So we got to get over here, but there's no telling what it looks like. I could see over this way that the land starts somewhere around here, but I'm not loading up all that metal and then landing just to walk it. That's way too many trips, especially without a weight belt. And I'm not loading up a cart, I'll tell you that much. So we're sailing as close as we can to it. But that's about as much of the upgrades as we can do. I think we're gonna have to kill 2 days and just try to get as far as we can while we have the 2 potions that we can make. I'm not too interested in the stamina meads. They're cool, but the effect's only 10, and honestly... Oh, thank you. Is it my voice, or is it the game itself? If you're still in here. Or I could talk louder. I mean, either one. Okay. Well, that's the game volume all the way up. I can also check my settings here. I appreciate that, by the way. It does look like my mic is completely up in all of the settings, so I'll try to talk louder and see if it makes a difference for us. Alright, we can get rid of that. Don't need that anymore. And then I'm trying to think of what we can actually do right now that's going to move this along a little bit, but I mean, honestly, we have to drop the car if we gotta load it up. We're basically going to be abandoning this entire base. How's everyone doing today? Where did I put my fine wood? What am I doing here? This is why I want to get out of here. I didn't think I was going to be here very long at all. You know, I'm usually pretty quick to get out of the Black Forest and Meadows. But I want to build underneath Elder. It's a permadeath run, so I need to make sure that I'm as safe as possible. I don't want to take the chance with raids. So that being said, we're going to make sure that we're as safe as possible. Which means not building in the open. So I didn't care where I was putting anything like this. I basically just threw it down and did away with it. Nice. If you have any questions you want answered, I've got about 9,000 hours in the game, and 4 permadeath runs. I have made it to Fader 3 times now, and failed all 3 times. So if there's anything that you want to know, I'm your man. Really gotta find me when I'm encumbered. You're kind of a dick. I'm just saying. Alright, come here. There we go. Vader tests patience, man. My brother and I, when it first came out, we played against the Ashlands before they reduced the spawn rate by 30%. And it was a real treat, man. We ended up actually just using 2-star Askvin to take him down to about 50% HP. So that we didn't have to fight him. we still did, but nerfed. For our own sanity. I mean, Mistlands still came out a good, it must have been like 4 years ago? Seems like every 2 years they have another update. Carrots are healthy. Do I just take another stack of tin with me? I'll wait and break down all of the upgrades and then figure out what I want to take with me. For now, let's see. We might as well get a cooking pot down and actually get some food in. Carrots will be done probably in the next morning, so I'm not worried about that. Basically what I'm waiting on is carrots. Honestly, we got a day to kill. Let's go explore a little bit, and maybe we can get a little bit of information on what to do about what direction we're heading. Take a pocket portal with us. Try to be a little bit productive here. Welcome to the stream. So basically, we were able to go up this far. We needed tin, and we basically started up here and then farmed the tin all the way along this coastline. We might as well go up a little bit farther, see if either it connects or, you know, cuts off. That way we know whether or not we need to be swimming, or not swimming, oh god, boating south or north. Give us some kind of direction. Because right now it's kind of up in the air. Oh, no, 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 no. Come here. 2 trollfish. Look at that. I'll take it. They're only tier 1 trollfish, but they're trollfish. Alright, I see you. I don't need to kill a Grey Dwarf spawn. I already have the Elder Seeds that I need, or Ancient Seeds. Either way. I will take more Carrot Seeds though. And so you guys know, I do have 3 Vanilla Plus mods active. So don't, you know, put me on a stake when you see them. I've got extra inventory slots. I'm still restricted by the same encumbrance rules I otherwise would be. I can carry more stuff, but not more weight. I also have easy farming. It just kind of takes away the guesswork of crop spacing. Also, every once in a while, if I click on bushes, you'll see all of them pop up at once. Doesn't happen all the time. Holy cow, you found a level 5 pike? That's insane. I don't think I've even, like, fished out a level... There's a... Oh my god, there's 2 of them. I'm sorry, there's 2 Leviathan right there. But no, yeah, I don't think I've even fished out a level 5 fish. Level 4 was even rare. Go back and get the stuff for this boat or raft. What does it take? I believe it takes 6 6 scrap, 6 resin, 20 wood. I mean, I can get the wood out there, that's not a problem. Dude, that's awesome. I would love to see a tier 5. My brother, he had a, there was a fish that he mounted, and he I think it was a tetrafish. So he mounted it above the kitchen that we had, and then he would laugh like hysterically. He thought it was the greatest thing ever that it would talk to him, and it would like ask him to return him to the river, and you know, everything under the sun. So we had beaten Fader during that run, and then we were like, okay, the game's over, and we played through the game every time they release a new biome, a new boss. It's something we do together every time. And he, sorry, he just said that at the very end, the last thing he did was he's like, wait, one last thing before we kill the server. And he put the fish back in the water and watched it swim away like it was some kind of poetic, like, eulogy. I'm waiting for that 2-star Grey Dwarf to come back down and give me a hard time. Actually, let's row this backwards as close as we can to here. I don't want to go and try to farm with a wet debuff, because it's going to affect my stamina recovery on the Leviathan. So we're just going to fix that. It's the little things in Valheim that make a difference. Speaking of which, we'll make sure we swap these out. 25, this gives 30, doesn't it? We're going to go full stamina for this as well. Alright, perfect. 2 Leviathans this close offshore. This doesn't really tell me much about that Black Forest, though. I was really contemplating whether or not I wanted to make bronze weapons, but the Abyssal Knife, or the Abyssal Dagger, is a tier 3 weapon, so I might actually just make it instead. The Harpoon's only really useful if you have multiple people playing with you, so one person can grapple while the other person's, like, people attack. And, I don't have that option, so we're just gonna skip the Harpoon. I'll just lead a serpent to shore if I really want scales for the serpent shield. But what I'm looking for is all Leviathan, I mean everything in the game's mapped up the same. But there's a cluster of 4 chitin on top of you right here. And they'll all have them. And you can almost hit just in the center of them and hit all of them at once as long as, you know, you don't shake around and make it difficult for yourself. So anytime you get the chance, if you can find this little cluster right here, it's what you're looking for. I was using a troll to farm all of my metal though, so my mining isn't nearly as high as it should. I only have level 16 for having like hundreds of copper and tin, so hopefully I can make it a few hits before this thing shakes. But the less damage you do to the abyssal barnacles, it'll actually start to, you know, trigger and descend faster than if you were to just farm these quickly. So let's hope it's lucky. Ooh, it's giving us a few hits. There it is. We can go for these and then head out. £84. Alright, we can toss that and we'll have enough weight for the next one. Welcome to the stream, guys. How's everyone's day? Yeah, 2 Leviathan was just absolutely absurd. That's good to hear, Dan. I'm glad you're here. Pretty sure Leviathan, for each 60 meters of ocean, only have a 1% spawn chance. So the fact that there's 2 of them right next to each other and this small of like a little stream, like you don't even understand how rare that is. Yeah, real shit, dude. We were just coming up to kind of scout out a plan for sailing over to Elder. Oh, I'm not even rested anymore, that sucks. Leviathan are being good to me too. They're not screaming very quickly. There's a fucking third one. Guys, there's a third Leviathan. Oh, there's the screen. I can't even carry more chitin on me, so we're just gonna take this back, and I will mark LV for the Leviathan. Absolutely absurd. You guys hopped into chat and you guys brought all the luck with you. I'm gonna have to keep you guys around. That's crazy. Just Mr. Troll just hanging out. Yeah, this whole wipe has been actually absurd. The very first video I did, I ended up having to fight a 2-star troll in nothing but a crude bow and a tunic. The tunic that I spawned in with. That's what I had to do to fight a 2-star troll. It was rude. Bear chilling right there. Yeah, we'll go back. We'll make the... We'll sleep first so we don't have to deal with nighttime spawns. And then we'll see if our carrots are done. If they're done and our meads are done. Yeah, I actually only do permadeath runs. With Ark Survival Evolved, I did the 100-day hardcore challenge. Noted that I strictly do them for my own personal enjoyment, but I have a few small streamers that I very much enjoy that, you know, I absolutely love just talking with them and, you know, being able to answer questions and feed as much information as I can to help them along with their progress, and just constantly just reinforcing the idea that I should stream my permadeath runs just for the sake of it. And finally, I had one of them help me set up Meld to start streaming, and this is the first time actually inviting other people into the experience with me. But I have made it up to Fader 3 times now during permadeath runs for Valheim. So I typically get very far. I actually just started this run last night. So we're fresh, and you guys are jumping in right at the start here. That's such a huge jump in damage. We've got 7/7 Pierce to 22/22 Pierce. Yes, and all 3 times he has humiliated me. The first time I felt absolutely defeated because I went in as prepared as I could possibly be, and just the AoE like spikes that burn and chase you down. I left wondering if there was any outplay for it, honestly, and it defeated me for a good week and a half before I decided to give it another go. Because I'd actually kind of turned away the idea of even attempting Ashlands. I was like, if I beat Queen, I am satisfied with my accomplishment, and I will leave it there. I beat Queen, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to sail to the Ashlands, I'm going to do it. Get on the Drakkar, start sailing into the Ashlands, and I got picked apart by the harpies, vultures, whatever they are. So next time I came with the idea where I was like, you know what, I'm going to level up my blood magic. I'm going to push 3 skeleton archers onto the boat, shield them with the protection so that I can sail with it. And they protected me all the way through to get to the Ashlands. Landed, I was able to actually get through the all of the dungeons by just hurling ember staff mortars over the wall. Easy as can be. I felt like I was on top of the world, made it to Fader, got absolutely destroyed. And so it's definitely a progress. Like the first time I tried to get it at Ashlands, I had to restart, and it's a learning curve. The most important thing is to just learn from those mistakes and not repeat them. But I've died for stupider reasons, Thank you, Dan. I thought so too. And yes, the Razor is absolutely like god tier. The only thing that I'm a little hesitant about is yes, I already have levels in knives, but I want to start leveling swords as early as possible. I need levels on the silver short sword for when I get to Yagluth. And also the silver short sword, it's just really good all the way through the game. If you compare its damage and Needhog's, it actually does about, I want to say 10 damage less after you apply the extra 20 spirit damage that it does from the 50% bonus to Ashland's mobs, being that they're all weak to spirit. Other than the Askmen. The Askmen are actually resistant to 45 damage of it, so just don't fight Askmen with the silver weapon. But yeah, it's actually a god tier weapon to be taking a 4th biome weapon all the way through to the end of the game. What am I thinking here? Oh, right, farm. Look at you guys, you got me all distracted. I did it to myself. ADD at its finest. Ooh, we're getting caught lacking here. I can't tell you how many times I've died to raids because I neglect having food active because I get complacent at base. fists only, that would be great if the first fists didn't, or fists that you could actually obtain didn't come in the 4th biome. I understand that challenge very clearly, sir. Good on you, though. That's crazy. Oh wait, no, they have the bears. The bears get fist weapons now, don't they? I want to say they do. I don't know if these count as fist weapons. Yeah, exactly. The Dark Forest biome has fists now. I basically completely ignore the bears. They're honestly like way too tanky for the biome that they exist in, and they don't give anything that's valuable enough to actually fight them. Speaking of which, I'm actually going to cook up a little bit of this, because my carrots aren't done for a sec, and I don't want to wait 2 days to get this moving. Okay, and then I think that's good for me. We've got our weapons, everything's good. We can break everything down and put it away now. Just because I like to have it all consolidated in one base, one location. Really just need to take the metal with us. Yeah, how did you... Oh, I'm trying to think. I'm assuming you just burned the bears with, like, campfires or something? Or how'd you go about killing them? Alright, I need funds. we're not gonna get 18 more bronze. This is not gonna happen. Yeah, because this alone is 6. And I'm probably gonna actually leave the forge here. Just so because I need to be able to repair it, like tools and stuff as I need. It's gonna take a lot of skeletons to even like put a dent in the bear. Like the first attack combo or heavy attack for like a splash AoE damage is going to destroy every skeleton that looks at it wrong. But I have seen people use just like palisade walls. Ignore trinkets? No, I usually use the iron brooch once I get into the swamp. Up to that point, I don't really need any of them. Most things die before you can even proc the actual bonus from it anyways. Like right now, let's see, Heart of the Forest, I mean I could go make it. It's the only one that I actually have unlocked right now. If anything, I prefer the stamina regeneration over the health regen. I know where a couple of the, like a couple more Grey Door spawns are. It'd be easy to just go get the Ancient Seeds. But it's not so much that I ignore them. I will be taking advantage of them, especially once I get the Y'all Trinket for the earrings for Ida regeneration. That's an absolute must, being that I do the hybrid like battle mage build with the heavy armor helmet and ashen cape. Alright, let's get all this litter out of my inventory. I can't wait to have like an organized like crafting station and black metal chests. I kind of need to grab my portal, huh? I could sail up to it, but the wind's facing south. I don't know how much time I have left in the day. Alright, we gotta go grab our portal. Maybe I'll walk a little bit more north before we do that. Oh, that's a 1-star bear. I'm not fighting that. I was looking at it for a good second. I was like trying to figure out if it looked a little different. Like something's fishy about this one. what is everyone's like preferred weapon playstyles? Like, I know you did a fist only challenge, but like, what has your guys' hearts? Dude, what is up with like all these 1 and 2 star enemies? Like monsters, creatures, animals. I just want normal grade opponents, please and thank you. Yeah, bows are fantastic. The Frostner though, I mean, I've never used it myself. I don't like slow attack animations, regardless of the fact that it genuinely does amazing damage. I know a lot of people make that transition specifically because of Bone Mass and Yogluth. It does wonders against. Or I don't think you can get Frostner before Bone Mass. Maybe there's a sequence break I don't know about. But I think beating Bone Mass is what unlocks it at the trader. I sequence break anyways to beat Bone Mass. I skip Bone Mass and go up the mountain for Frost Arrows before I even try Bone Mass. I probably wouldn't even worry about needle arrows. They're easy to get, especially if you just go into the plains as or like with a root harness on or a serpent shield. The death skeetles barely tickle you. But I mean, I guess if it's convenient enough to, like, stumble across the plains before you get there, then yeah, like, I see no reason not to bring them. They do an insane amount of damage, especially having a 5th biome arrow in the 3rd biome. Like, there's no way it wouldn't do a bunch. Alright, what are we working with here? So next morning, I'm going to give the wind just a second to figure out where it actually is going to go. It's still morning time, and the second it transitions, it's going to... Thanks, Dan, I appreciate that. You take care, alright? Check on my necks. Okay. It's actually best not to kill any of these guys until the raid's actually over. Otherwise, they just keep spawning. If it's a raid like trolls or someone that you actually have to deal with, you know, maybe pick them off as they come. But with these guys, I usually just protect my base. Come on. Can you attack? Okay. Just miss everything. That's awesome. Alright. The rest of these guys are going to be chasing me. I don't think they're going to go back for the base. Oh. One of them is. Come on, guys. Let's go for a walk. They really want my bees. Hey, buddy. You like my crops? Pretty cool, huh? Dickhead. Thought we were gonna be friends. That was just rude. Alright, well, we have the portal. Let's, get that on hotkey. And we don't need a hoe for anything right now. The sun's already kind of going down. We kind of spent the day, didn't we? What do you guys think? Do we wait for the carrots? Nobody has an opinion. Heard. Here, let's see if we can just... No, we can't. It's got to be only like another 5 minutes before we can sleep and get the new day. But right now the wind is literally like directly facing us, so just swimming in that direction alone isn't really a thing. But this is my concern, right? So when I first started to spawn in and I skipped the intro, it gave me this little bit of land that looks like it's still going like this way, and it can do anything. It can curve off and come up. It can curve way this way. I mean, there's no telling what it can do. When I was up here and looking at this also looked like, I want to say it looked like it cut off right about here. So the question is, do we sail north or do we sail south? What do you guys think? Here, I'm gonna get levels in my block while we wait for nighttime. That way I'm at least doing something productive. In case you guys didn't know, I want to hop out while I say this just so you don't have the noise over me trying to talk here. For experience gain, it doesn't matter how hard you get hit, it just matters how many times you get hit. So cramming a bunch of little necks in a tight space like this, and then feathering your block, is a surefire way to get crazy levels on your block very quickly. Just make sure you don't hold it. So if you hold your block, it's just going to drain all your stamina, you're going to get stuck in the hole. I can give you an example. So if I hold it, well, I guess I'm regaining enough stamina here. They're not attacking frequently enough for me to worry about it right now. I think it's also because my block is already a high enough level. But the second you feather, your stamina goes right back up. You also get more XP for perfect blocking. So how many of them actually catch the perfect block? I don't know if it's actually more beneficial or not. You know, based off of how many attack and hit you versus how many perfect block versus just holding it and guaranteeing that all of them hit a shield. If anyone wants to count the hits, you're more than welcome to, but high block rate saves lives. Also, stealth. A lot of people don't consider the idea that, like, stealth is super important, especially when you get into Ashlands. If you're getting nothing but, like, swarmed by absolute, like, ungodly amounts of enemies constantly in the Ashlands, spend some time on your stealth. It'll definitely change your experience. Alright, level 30 should be good. Let's see if we can sleep. Really hoping we can. Yes! Alright. We'll take off as soon as we wake up. I might actually level up my bow. Only if I have the... Well, I broke down all the upgrades already. Never mind, just kidding. We do need to make sure we repair, though. I'm just double checking to see if there's anything else I want to take with me. And we're off. see how close we can get to this Elder. But we've got a boat. All 4 slots are stacked with 30 stacks of different metals. Bronze, copper, tin. So, we can't exactly walk up to Elder. We gotta take the boat as close as we can. But also, on scarier news, if we run into a sea serpent, it's gonna be a sad day if this boat goes down. Matter of fact, let's switch up to our flint head arrows. The fire doesn't do nearly as much when the sea serpent is basically, you know, absolutely guaranteed to have the wet debuff. Oh, the wind is right at our backs. It's awful. Facing back towards us, not at our backs. Does that all just connect right there? That's so fucked. That's terrible. Wish the sun would get out of my face so I can actually see the horizon here. That looks like it's extending up to a mountain right there. Guess we're going north. Also, for the new people who just hopped in, welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is having a spectacular day. Your many Viking voyages. Welcome in, welcome in. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. This way doesn't look any better. I think either way we went, we were going to be completely screwed trying to get to this Elder. There's that third Leviathan. For you that just hopped in, we had just come up this way. I was on foot. We had a portal over there. And there were 2 Leviathan back to back. And then after we farmed the second one, we were able to look over it and see that there was a third one just here. Welcome in. Glad to see you guys stop by. Hope you're having a good day. Man, we're basically steering away from Elder right now. This is not what we want to see. Get a break where, like, there's an opening, that'd be awesome. Honestly, I'm okay with little streams. I'll take little streams through anywhere. You'd be amazed at how many of those actually actually bisect continents. Too many times I see people go all the way around a continent if they don't have to. Sometimes if you see those little streams that cut in between like Black Forest and stuff, you gotta commit, just take them. The worst that happens is you just turn around. Maybe you have to break down your boat and reassemble it, but that's not a problem. That's easy. Hello, welcome in. You know how funny it would be if it was like the same person that was leaving and coming back, and I didn't know because I can't see the names of the people that are joining right now. I have to use my phone to read chat. So unless you guys type, you're essentially incognito to me. I can, however, see if you join. We're like fully committed to this, and we're getting screwed. We had a 50-50 chance of either going south or north. And this way looked like the land continued, this way that looked like the land continued. We just kind of had to take a shot in the dark and you know, see what happened. And so far it's not paying off. Welcome in. now it wants to point directly south for the wind. I guess I'm only really frustrated by it. Not really frustrated, but because of like retrospective information. I guess even now, I truly don't know what kind of experience we would have had this way either, so. Who's to say? We found a swamp tree. It's not really what we're looking for. Actually, don't want to steer the boat too close to the swamp because the leeches will come out and start damaging my boat. If I lose all of my progress for the 120 ingots that I have in this boat right now to a sea serpent, I'd be like, you know, that's the name of the game. Start over. You know, keep the grind going. But if I lost them because I decided to swim too close to a swamp, that's my own fault. The sea serpent, I can at least, you know, avoid to the best of my abilities. Welcome in, guys. Glad to see you in. How's everyone's day going? I do actually want to mark this, though. Some kind of knowledge. Wherever we end up going doesn't necessarily have a swamp. Wait, does that cut? No. That's all land too. Damn. Oh, guys, we're taking the long trip because of the land right on both of those. And it's starting to rain. For those of you who don't know, oh, and no rest. This is fantastic. So, sea serpents collectively can have the potential to have a 10% spawn chance. If it's thunderstorm, it gets a 5% spawn chance. If it's nighttime, it gets a 5% spawn chance. And we are getting fairly close. Or I don't think if it's raining. If it's thunderstorming specifically, it increases the spawn chance. But we're cutting pretty close to the nighttime. We've been sailing for a minute here, so I think after we get past this swamp, we might have to just pull in, drop a portal. Looks like there's black forest up here that we can go back and get a rested buff. I'm definitely not spending the night in the swamp. I'll tell you that much right now. I do have the poison resist meats already. I crafted those in the health potions before I broke down all the fermenters. Packed up the metal to move. I'll get a little bit of distance from this swamp and just pull up to this rock right here. Welcome in, guys. Good to see you, good to see you. to watch the pain of a permadeath runner. I will just pop up the portal on this rock right here. Make sure there's no leeches behind me. Oh, bro, we just pulled up to the fucking trader. Look at that. Like, just straight up to the trader. Okay. Let's figure out where we can put a portal, because we actually need to leave a portal here. We can't just touch and go on this one. Ah, that means I gotta farm up more stuff for more portals. I mean, I definitely have the stuff back at the base, I wanna say. I know I farmed a bunch of fine wood for the fermenters, and then when I broke them down, I put the fermenters, like, fine wood away. Here, we'll just dig under this rock. Perfect spot for a portal. This is so tedious without a rested buff. There we go. Get this portal down. Head back. We'll have to... I mean, maybe I'll do all the trader stuff before I go to bed, just so that I can still sail with as much time. I genuinely don't like to sail unless I leave, like, immediately at dawn. It just... the difference it can make is unparalleled. Being able to have as much time as possible to make decisions. Like, if I ended up next to that swamp at nighttime, and, like, a wraith just came out and mauled me, that'd be the end of the run when I'm just, like, locked on a boat. Can I place this anywhere? Is that a thing I can do, sir? Oh, there we go. Okay. Now we gotta look through and figure out where I've littered all of this money. We are rich, boys. We'll solve this and then we'll put up the second portal set. Also, welcome in. I'm glad you're here. Hey, come here. Where you going? Can you come down here? I don't really need any of the other stuff from him right now. We'll equip the belt. We can put the rest of the gold away. Ooh, the carrots are gonna be ready. Welcome in. If anyone just joining the stream has any questions, feel free to ask. We're currently doing a Valheim Permadeath run. I'm sure you read the title. Okay, 40. And these are going to be all of my... we'll just take the 2 on the end. Actually, the 2 on the end probably have stuff in them. 3... Give me one couple that are empty. You know, this could be a terrible idea. Okay. But hear me out. While there's a swamp here, we could go and see if we can't find a couple abominations and start working towards a root harness. I already have the poison resist on me, and I'm about as set up as I'm going to be going into the swamp anyways. I'm genuinely tempted. What do you guys think? We obviously won't be able to do like crypts or anything. Because we still have to sail to Elder. And there's no saying what this is going to... Oh, we're not even done with this. We got to sail up a little bit more. Or a lot of bit more. I don't know. This could really go anywhere. So far, it hasn't let up for us. Honestly, I was kind of hoping it would, like, cut off and it'd give us a little niche in right about here. That's how I envisioned it going, and it didn't go like that. We started steering in the opposite direction away from elders. That's how good my judgment was. I don't know. I genuinely think I need to at least poke my head into this swamp a little bit and see if there's anything I can't get out. I'm going to proceed with caution, alright? We're still in second biome, like, armor and stuff. And we can't spend too much time, because getting caught in this with wraiths would 100% kill us. There's an abomination right there. Okay, I think what we do, we're gonna mark where that is. Let's do a little bit of a look around and see if we can't find the location of like a Surtling spawner. If we can see one, and we can lead the abomination over to it. We just got turnip seeds. Those turnip seeds for like just poking my head barely. Like, I'm still on the edge of the Black Forest, and the fact that they were just turnip seeds right there, that's the kind of luck we live for. He's shooting at me. Oh, it's just a skeleton. Something's fighting something. I'm just kind of walking along the edge of the swamp. I don't want to overly... There's a Surtling spawner right there. It's a little bit deep. I would have to lead... I would have to lead the Abomination from here to here. But I think it would be worth it for a root harness. Really? Nobody judged my shot. This is terrible. Who gave me a bow? Somebody come get your mans. Like I'm always just a little bit off. Alright, that Abomination. This is a terrible plan. But you gotta risk it for a biscuit. I like how I went to kill that leech and there's another one just right next to it. Alright, that's the Abomination right there. Surtling spawner's over there. Let's get it. Gotta be very careful. Not to let the Abomination back us into a corner. This way. We need this this blob to give us a little hop. Okay. Make sure this thing's still aggroed on us. Okay, there's enemies over there. Let's go this way. Okay, I see the flame. There's spawners over there. We're not gonna go that way. Like it's trying to fly away from us, so grab its attention. We are way deeper in this than I wanted to be. That really didn't kill you? The wet debuff is real. Where did the abomination just run off to? Hey, man. You're gonna waste all my time. Now I'm gonna get stuck in a swamp at nighttime. It's just too deep. One sec, right there. Where you at? Okay. Trim. I think what we might have to do is drop the portal on top of a dungeon. Go back and sleep for the night so that we don't get trapped in a swamp that we're not supposed to be in the first place right now. That would be ideal. Also, the fact that we don't actually have potion active and we were fighting leeches. 3 leeches. Serling spawner is over there. And this abomination just won't help us. It won't listen. I just need the stuff for a root harness. Like, is something wrong with its AI? Oh no! It's broken! Alright, let's get this portal situated. Before these wraiths come out. I'm gonna keep playing with this abomination if I can. You to turn over this way a little bit. Oh, don't push me off. Yeah, dickhead. Hey, get down. All right, let's switch back to Bo, because walking up to it like that, he's inching at me to push me off. maybe heavy attack with the hacks will actually reach him, but I mean, axes do more damage to him no matter what because it's his weakness, but of course he's gonna run off. I am wet with no rested buff. And this thing is a dick slap away from dead. Come on. Come on. Just like 2 more, I think it goes down. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's go back. We'll get our rested buff. That thing was so tedious to try to hit. And if you think that standing up here was cheesy, just wait until I start fighting bosses. I was going to try to bait it over to a Certling spawner, but the thing wouldn't follow me. It was like doing everything it could to just not come over to me. After we rest, we'll plant those turnip seeds that we found. Also, something else we still need access to is the ancient bark. We haven't grabbed the ancient bark yet. Gug, blood bags. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of these carrots, not all of them. Just so I can make a couple food items for myself. Okay, perfect. Okay, back to the swamp, guys. We gotta harvest the abomination we killed. And then ancient tree, ancient bark. Where are you? Oh. What's up, man? anyone else in there with you? We've just about did the swamp, and we haven't even beat Elder yet. The only thing we got left is the dungeons. We're getting way more ancient bark than that. Got a skeleton walking up to us. We got Draugr. Where are you going? Can stuff like, I don't know, just fight me? Skeleton's the only one with balls. Guys. There's another leech right there. There's also a blob. I'll deal with the skeleton in half a second. I heard you. There we go. It's like stuff just won't stop coming out after me. How did that, like, my reticule is straight on it. What the hell? Come on. Come back. I, like, actually want all these blood bags. I think if we can get like 50 ancient wood, we'll be happy. But if I could just farm ancient wood and not have to be fighting everything under the sun on the way, that would be even better. What do you say? Also, guys, if you're enjoying the content, feel free to drop that follow. Much appreciated. It'll make my heart happy seeing you guys come back from time to time. Say hi. I can't tell you guys how grateful I am that you guys are here checking out. Alright, let's go back. We'll see if we can't craft at least basic root harness. just enough. We broke down all of our upgrade stuff, so like... Oh, it looks like we can actually upgrade the root harness if we kill... Oh man. If we kill another abomination. Don't let the storage management scare you guys away. It will be fixed, I promise. Okay, we've got 3 more poison resist worth of stuff. Or worth of stuff. Worth of time in the swamp. So about 40 minutes. Okay, this abomination's dead. That's the one we just killed. We could walk closer to this and see if we can't find another abomination actually closer to the Surtling spawner. We'll have to take this with us. We probably don't have too much time until it's night, so we're gonna have to make sure that whatever we do, we act decisively. Any more leeches planning on coming out? Okay, I think we're good. It really sucks how slow the swamp makes you act. I guess how slow you have to be in the swamp. Ooh, that lag spike. I'm sure you guys saw that. back. Where do you think you're going? Got him. It's that simple. Is if you can bait one over a Sterling spawner and just cook them with perfect blocks. Beautiful. I was almost close on that guesstimation too on how far that Sterling spawner was. Alright, let's get one more hop. Let's get this guy. Oh, I overshot it. Alright, now we like actually have to get out of the swamp. We got the second abomination. Oh, there's two of them. Okay. Might as well farm this guck. It's low on the tree. We're gonna need it anyways once we get to the fourth biome for the Draugr bows. Also, welcome in, guys. How's everyone day? You wanna try that again? Where are you going? Come here. It is getting kind of dark, so we're gonna need to be able to get good distance from this swamp here. I really don't think I have the confidence just yet to try to fight wraiths. Trying to just kind of keep an eye out, see if there's anything else worth having in the area, but I think we're basically good. We're not going to see anything else that we didn't already see coming down here, so. stand here and get our stamina. Cool. I don't know about you guys, but that was very worth it in my opinion. The root harness is something that I would wear all the way through Mistlands, honestly. If you know, you know. Alright, we'll duck inside. We'll get... It's nighttime past. You'll basically never catch me out at night. Unless it's like specifically to fight Wraiths or Fenrir or some kind of nighttime spawn. Or like taming 2-star Askbin or something like that, but... We're gonna have to wait to upgrade it again until we can get all of our upgrades back down. Once we actually get to Elder Base. Which is fine. Actually, the Iron Brooch, I believe you get from the Leech Trophy. You need Iron Wind. Yeah, I guess it is an Iron Brooch, isn't it? That would make sense. Okay. Well, with that, I think we are sailing again. I don't need all of these Sterling cores on me. Alright, I think boat's over here. I am like fully facing the wrong direction. Just push this out. Guys. Oh my god. Come on. You gotta aim fully down in hopes you can actually hit him. What is the dirt? Okay, my bow hasn't taken like any damage. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. I like how pulling up to this location, we're like, we'll be able to stop in at this rock, drop a portal, go back, rest, and then we'll sail in the morning. We ended up finding the trader here, and then I talked myself into going into a swamp early before we beat Elder. To be fair, we got everything out of that swamp that we would ever need, other than, you know, what you get out of a dungeon as far as, you know, bone mass offerings and iron. And I guess wraith chains, but wraith chains we can honestly already or also get in dungeons, so. Also, welcome in everybody. Happy you're here. We are currently sailing to Elder. Yes, we need to do the boss, but also we're going to be building underneath Elder spawn, strictly because this is a permadeath run. And not having to fight raids head on is going to greatly increase those odds. That being said, we may have gotten through Bronze Age, but now we have just about all of our metal in the boat right now. There's 120 ingots in these 4 compartments. That is a plains. Oh god. Kind of hoping it's just like. Nope. That's that whole thing right there is gonna be plains. I was like, I kind of hope it's just like one of those instances like where you're sailing and the plot of ocean that you're on just happens to also be considered plains. But no, yeah, that's just straight up plains. I swear, if this run ends because of death skeetos, I'm gonna be so pissed. This is probably like one of the best starts to a permadeath run that I've ever had. Other than being steered an insanely far distance around. But hey, we're actually turning around the continent now. That's a plus. Hey! Thank you so much for all the likes. You're amazing. Can't tell you guys how much I appreciate you guys being here, hanging out. Did look like there's a goblin camp over there, so Oh, it's like right there. I guess that's close enough to the ping. If I ever need to come back up this way, it's a hard one to miss. It's not too far off the trader. If I have to be in a, or if I'm ready to be in a plains anyways, I can go there to get a totem. That's actually really good knowledge to have. We've got south-ish facing wind. I'm really hoping we can make it around this fast enough to actually get some kind of direction. My biggest fear is that this just like shoots us even farther that way and like never actually crosses. It'd be a nightmare. Like, okay, I guess we're walking all of this metal. It's awful. Get a little bit of wind in these sails. Goblin tower over there. Nice. That doesn't make it hard to navigate at all. God, we're actually heading where we need to be going for once. And then the wind changes direction. I guess it's still kind of in the right direction, right? Welcome in. How's your day treating you? Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, we missed a Hilder. Trader and Hilder were really close. Honestly, I'm not too concerned with Hilder's like cosmetic stuff. I understand that there's like the farming gear that you can get from her, but the extra stamina farming, I'll just wait for my stamina to recover. And also, honestly, the quests, I'm not really here for it. We are getting so close. Hello? Welcome in. Kick up your feet, grab a drink, stay for a while. We're finally so close to Elder. There it is. We're pulling straight up to it. Pulling up to home. Sorry, I'm not responding to chat much right now. Boss fights do what boss fights do. Gotta lock in a little bit here. What's he doing all the way over there? Well, might as well use this opportunity to get stamina back. Kind of a tough position to be in. I'm getting zoned off quite a bit. Thank God it popped when it did. He stays over there, I'm chilling. Can you not hit my bow? That's so fun. All that metal. Give me the elder. This. Okay. Let's get a workbench and a chest down. Put all this metal in there for just now. almost there. Yeah. Alright. Well, with Elder defeated, I think that's where we'll call it. And I hope to see you all next time. Like always, if you have any questions about your own game or tips that you would like, feel free to leave them in the comments. If I don't know myself, I can definitely find any tips or tricks or any little secret, you know, somethings to point you in the right direction. That being said, catch you guys next time. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate all of you.